Vamos a hablar con este.
Did you know that woman was going to be here?
Look, Christine, I don't know what's come over you.
Over me? Oh, Patrick, you insisted so on coming here. You knew Mrs. Marsh was going to be here. You're infatuated with her.
For God's sake, Christine, don't make a fool of yourself.
We've been so happy.
We are happy. But we shan't go on being happy if I can't even speak to another woman without you kicking up a row.
You're in love with her.
Don't be ridiculous. Come on, let's go back to the hotel.
I'm climbing down to Cutter's Cove. You can come if you like.
This isn't good.
No, my friend. Yet there is nothing we can do. Events will take their course.
Vamos, que si muere ella o qué.
What do you think you're playing at?
Poirot, he goes for the afternoon constitutional. Nothing more.
Poirot, you say? The detective?
The very same?
I'm Patrick Redfern. My wife, Christine, and I. You down here on a case?
No. Merely the holiday. Oh, you are on holiday as well?
That's right. I'm an estate agent. War is hard on the housing market. So we took a few days off.
War is hard on many things.
That's true enough.
How do you like Seadrift Island?
I think it's grand, actually. The weather has been cooperating and the swimming is first rate. I used to spend most of my time as a boy exploring this coast long before there was a hotel here.
I observed earlier you enjoy their friendship with Elena Masher.
Oh, she's just an acquaintance Christine and I made up in London.
Quite the coincidence, all of you turning up here.
Yes, rather.
What was it like here when you were a boy?
Just the Smugglers' End pub, all shut up, here on the island, and Cutter's Cave, of course.
Cutter's Cave?
It's behind some rocks down in Cutter's Cove there. You haven't explored it?
No. The ladder? It is safe?
The metal one sounds enough. You can also row around from the bathing beach if you like.
And Mrs. Redfern, does she share your enthusiasm?
Yes, she's enjoying her sketching immensely. She's quite good at it too. If you'll excuse me, Mr. Poirot, I'm going to wait on the deck for my wife.
¿Puedo bajar o no puedo bajar?
What are you thinking?
No, vamos a tener que ir en barco. En la terraza. Luego me paso por las terrazas. A ver.
Boat varnish. Poirot, open the lid.
If I get any of this boat varnish on my clothes, you will pay the cleaning bills? Alas, it is stuck fast. I cannot open it.
¿Con una goma?
I will take the float, Hastings, but do not expect Poirot to paddle around the sea on it.
A ver, algo más. Nada más, ¿no? No se ve nada más.
It is quite a view, Hastings, but I fear my eyesight. That is not...
Quita esto.
There is something snagged by the swimming floor. I wonder what it could be.
Life-ring buoy by the look of it. I wonder if a ship has come to harm. I know there's no use asking if you'd have a quick swim out there to have a look.
I am happy you realize that, my friend.
No hay nada más, ¿no? Vale, hemos venido allí, hemos venido allá. Vamos a ver si podemos venir por aquí. ¿Hay alguien? Esto sigue cerrado, ¿no?
Latch.
¿Dónde será la biblioteca? ¿No? Esto sigue sin funcionar, ¿no?
Hello? Yes, please.
Ah, sí funciona.
On me way.
Sí, por favor. ¿Qué leñe es eso?
There's not so much to do in Leathercombe Bay now that the evacuation's begun. Most places are closed up except the chemists. Mrs. Hughes has to stay because she's the post office too. And lending library if it comes to that. But it's the post that must be seen too. Now that the Smuggler's End is closed, the only pub is the Monk's Hood. Mr. Bagby is trying to stay open long as he can. Once the hotel is closed, there won't be much trade for him.
Creo que me deja parte de la otra isla sin... Bueno, pues ya lo veremos. ¿Puedo volver?
Hello.
Who is this, please?
Sospechoso. A la par que inquietante. Repara coches y barcos a motor.
Useful fellow. Repairs both motor cars and boats.
¿Se puede entrar? Qué tranquilidad.
I will not attempt to pilot the motor car. There is no need to leave Leathercombe Bay to solve the crime.
It isn't fair. I should be able to go for a spin, if only to clear the cobwebs from my brain.
In the interest of friendship, I will not comment about the cobwebs.
Que no sé lo que yo creo que era, ¿eh? Otro más.
Hands off me tools. Hands off me tools.
Y esto también, ¿no? 1, 2, 3. Vale. Será cuando ese hombre no esté... No, yo que voy aquí. Picayelos. Vale.
Ready to head back to the island, Mr. Poirot?
Not quite yet.
I know we haven't been properly introduced, but I'm Will Jenks, and I've heard you're a famous detective.
I am the detective, it is true. But famous? No. That is something of an exaggeration.
Steady on, old boy.
Ah, Hastings, you caution me against braggadocio, so I display modesty, and still you find fault.
It's my young lady, Gladys. Maybe you've seen her at the Smuggler's Rest?
Your young lady seems very upset.
I know, but I can't think what I could have done. Do you know, sir?
She has confided in me a little bit only.
What is it then?
She is of the opinion that you are seeing someone else.
But that's nonsense.
Someone she called only the slip of a girl?
But who... She means that Marshall girl what arrived a few days ago. She's been following me about ever since I first took him
Que se
across
enamora
on the
de
sea tractor.
la niña.
Have you encouraged Madame Marshall?
I should hope not. Why, she's just a kid. She'd be in school if she wasn't tossed out of that posh girls' school of hers.
In some ways, yes. Perhaps she is, as you say, still the kid. In others, who can tell? Where has she followed you?
She'll call for the sea tractor. I'll bring her across. Then she'll want to go right back to the island again. Then she's always hanging about the garage here. I think she may be a thief too.
What makes you say that?
Well, my shovel's gone missing, hasn't it? And I first noticed it were gone right after one of her visits here. You believe me, don't you, Mr. Poirot?
Yes, but it is not important that I believe you. It is Gladys who must believe.
I'll wring that Linda Marshall's neck for her.
Oi.
I will have the talk with Mademoiselle Marshall. In the meantime, there will be no wringing of the necks. Promise me.
I promise.
No puedo coger nada todavía hasta que, porque está,
The village is practically abandoned.
¿Sí? Tengo frío, ¿eh? Se nota que es noviembre ya, ¿eh? Me estoy quedando helado. Estoy en tirante. Algo para coger. Hablo contigo, señora, que tiene una cara que da más rollo.
Yes? Did I keep you waiting? I'm afraid I'm not myself today. I'm ever so distracted trying to solve this mystery.
A mystery? Sounds promising.
What is the nature of your mystery, madame?
Several letters have gone missing over the past few days. I can't understand it. I'm terribly conscientious with the post, I promise you. Someone must be stealing them.
Were the letters valuable?
No. They were important to my customers who were expecting them, perhaps, but none contained money or anything like that. Still, my customers are complaining and I'm at a loss to explain it.
Está complicado el asunto.
There is no need to send a telegram at the moment, Hastings.
Aquí hay algo.
I say, there's an envelope stuck down there behind the cabinet.
I see it, Hastings. I also see the cat.
Tenemos que traer algo para distraerse al gato. ¿Las plumas crees que recibo? ¿La del pájaro? No. Y no tengo nada, ¿no? Que por cierto no he investigado esta, ¿eh? El mío, es que de todos modos no sé quién es cada quien, sabe. Ese es el problema. ¿De dónde estoy yo? El Spoiro, en la 9. Picayeros. Oh, esto se mueve muy rápido, tío. Es por el ratón, no por otra cosa, que lo tengo ya medio chungo. Tengo ahí otro, pero es que quiero... ¡Ay! Que se me rompa entero este. Y luego ya uso el otro. Señora, usted da miedo, ¿eh? ¿Es la biblioteca?
Let's see. That will be 5 pence, if you please, sir. Thank you for your business, sir.
¿A usted tengo que dar el libro? Ah, dar el libro. Cuando cotillé todo.
You can borrow that if you like.
La verdad es que no sé qué lo que he comprado. Estoy mirando.
You can just take that. No charge.
¿Por el otro me cobra y por esto no me cobra? Yo esto lo veo más grande que lo otro.
I'm sorry, sir. You mustn't touch that. I use the test tubes to test for chemicals and to make up the various solutions and powders I dispense by prescription, and the microscope to look for impurities.
It is a shame not to have access to the equipment, Hastings. It would be handy to be able to test various substances you come across in your investigation.
Que lo robemos, dicen, ¿no? Cuando no esté.
It would appear you are very much the John of all trades.
Well, yes, we are short-staffed at the moment, so I am indeed a temporary factotum of sorts. Fortunately, the customers are as scarce as the help.
No puedo coger nada más, ¿no? Que aquí tampoco puedo coger nada. Pero a esta mujer le doy el libro. Esto, ¿no? Hay el libro aquí. ¿No? ¿No es la biblioteca?
May I help you?
Ah, sí.
I am returning a book for Mrs. Castle.
Oh, Love's Captive by Mrs. Arabella Richardson. I've read that one. It's a classic.
How anyone can call that rot a classic is beyond me.
I agree, Hastings, but we should not judge.
You're right, of course, old man. Not everyone can appreciate true classics like Rough Shooting or By Motor Across
Sí,
Asia.
clasiquísimo.
Do you have any books suitable as an anniversary present for a wife?
To purchase, you mean, sir? Not many. Let me see. Tell me about your wife, sir. Are you interested in spicing up your relationship a tittle?
No, no spice is needed.
Lady Chatterley's lover is right out then. What else? Is she fond of
El
murder,
amante de
sir?
Chartel, no
I
por
should
Dios.
hope not.
Too bad. Murder's very popular.
Yo sí, a mí si me
Lucky
das
for
sobre
you,
asesinato, yo me
Poirot.
leería el libro.
Shouldn't like to see you out of a job.
Keep searching, if you please.
I don't suppose she knits.
But of course she knits. Very much she knits.
Here's a brand new book we just got in. Easy French Knitting Patterns by Eugenie Blottieri. 1 and 6, please.
Huh? £1.06?
Colour illustrations cost a bit more.
I need more money, Hastings.
Wire your bank.
Madame, I find myself short of the required funds. I need to wire my bank.
Of course, sir. Just step over to the post office, if you please.
La madre que la trajo. La asquerosa.
How may I be of service, sir?
I would like to send a telegram.
Of course, sir. Please just fill out one of those forms on the counter.
Para el nuevo barco de comercio Funky e hijos Londres.
Thank you,
¿Qué?
sir. I'll send it off directly.
Bueno, pues nada. No pasa nada más. ¿Y qué he cogido? ¿Dos botes eso? Espátula. Bote de jarabe para la tos. Alguien estará enfermo. No sé. Folleto de Sis Patri. Es un exquisito ejemplo de la iglesia de piedra rural construida en los siglos XIV y XV. Contiene una pila bautismal normada de piedra de conyales, erosionada, un biombo pintado y algunos fragmentos de vidrieras de la misma época. La iglesia se encuentra en una pista que parte hacia el oeste de la incrucificada de Avento Grifo a Ratón y abastece a las cabañas y las granjas dispersadas por esas pintorescas y apartadas porciones de la llanura. Es un agradable paseo de solo 4 kilómetros, desde Avento Grifos y no más de 11 kilómetros de Bahía Cañada de Cuero. La ruta de Bahía Cañada de Cuero en Corsito se encuentra sobre la hermosa campiña de Devon y es altamente recomendable. Ok. Ok, sí, tengo ganas para allá. No hay nada.
The door? It is boarded up. They must have evacuated some time ago.
¿Evacuado por qué? ¡Hay un perro!
Look at the size of that brute.
Vale.
A life ring, boy. Very handy if the pub should start to sink.
Sí, muy útil.
From the look of those awards, this chap Bagby's won quite a few dart championships.
Antes de hablar con usted, que yo señor. Estoy mirando. Ah, no, por aquí.
Bonjour, Colonel Weston.
Poirot, my old friend. What brings you to Leathercombe Bay?
A short trip to the seaside to replenish their little grey cells.
You stopping at the Smuggler's Rest? Damn shame, old man. I expect to get orders to close up the hotel any day now. This is one of the last coastal areas to be evacuated.
You're in charge of the home guard?
Yes, I've set up camp in the Leathercombe Bay police station now that their constables left for Modbury to help there.
Dangerous times, Colonel.
Indeed. I have spotters up and down the stretch of coastline. We've had several sightings of U-boats quite close to shore this month alone.
Mon Dieu! When?
Let's see. August 5th, the 13th, the 16th, and again just last night, the 23rd.
Poirot, those dates don't match at all with Mrs. Castle's calendar.
Lo hemos visto, ¿no? Ahora, el calendario, por eso lo
It is
dice.
true what you say, Hastings. Have you noticed any suspicious characters about?
Any stranger is suspicious these days. Did you have someone specifically in mind?
I came upon a man who called himself North. He seemed to be trying to gain entry to the Smuggler's End pub.
I have the only key. If he's that thirsty, he'll have to come over here to the mainland or break in. I'll keep a lookout for him. If you could get me a picture, I could send it off to Scotland Yard and see if they can come up with anything.
May I borrow the key to the Smuggler's End? I would like to see if I can discover what interests him.
Be my guest. Regular law enforcement stretched pretty thin these days.
Is that your stethoscope?
Belongs to Dr. Neasden, a local coroner. He left it here last night. I was going to return it to him.
Say, that would work a treat if we wanted to listen at doors.
May I borrow it?
Practicing medicine without a license, Poirot.
It may be useful.
Hombre, tenemos
One
medicina.
never knows.
You're welcome to it. I'm sure Neasden has others.
Do you have the file of the Millie Parsons murder case?
Yes, at my office in Kingsbridge. A bad business. I'll have it sent over this afternoon.
Many thanks, Colonel.
All right, Poirot. We've known each other a good many years. You need a stethoscope and the key to the pub? You'll forgive my saying so, but this sounds like a busman's holiday to me. If you are onto something, don't you think you'd better share?
My friend, I have only the suspicions. But yes, I think there may be some cloud hanging over Seadrift Island. A number of items have gone missing. There is tension in the air. It was never my intention to take on a case here. But now, my visit may have become what you say, the busman's holiday.
Well, let me know if you uncover any serious evidence of a crime. I'll be here in Leathercombe Bay tomorrow if you need me.
Many thanks, my friend.
I'm off now, over to Kingsbridge for a district guard meeting.
Farewell.